May 4th's a popular day for Star Wars fans, and it should be for Marvel Comics fans, and it should be a popular day for anybody with a financial stake in Marvel Comics, because if it wasn't for Star Wars, you wouldn't have Marvel Comics anymore. Wouldn't have had them in 1978 or 79 because Marvel was well on its way to bankruptcy. They were millions of dollars in debt. The books weren't selling. Their top book was Spider-Man. A lot of revisionist history with Marvel Comics. They rewrite it like it was always popular and was always a big money maker. It's like, nah. Comic industry was on a big decline in the late 70s. Marvel's number one book, Spider-Man, was barely reaching 300,000 copies a month, and their number two book was Conan the Barbarian, which was a licensed property supported by a series of books published by. There was not a lot of faith that Star Wars was going to do a lot of money. It was an expensive project, and it was a part of an iffy genre. Science fiction was hit or miss. It was generally miss. 2001: A Space Odyssey took like 6 or 7 years to break even, and it only broke even because it had a series of topical, if you want to call it topical, basically advertising campaigns that tied into the drug culture of the time that made it a few extra bucks in re-release. But Star Wars, some people felt that it was going to suffer a bloodbath at the box office. And, I think 20th Century Fox was looking to get as much publicity as it could, and that led to a deal with Marvel Comics. What the folks making Star Wars wanted was they just wanted to get the name and the pictures and the promotional material out there. Marvel didn't think that a sci-fi comic book would sell for good reason. Science fiction comic books generally didn't sell. And Marvel was in a tough spot, and they didn't need another loser. So Fox cut a deal with Marvel that was very generous. They just wanted those books out there before the movie got released so they could get a buzz. Marvel was hemorrhaging money, and the Star Wars books ended up riding the wave of success that the movie ran, and we're talking 1 million copies a month I think they were selling. I think there was treasury editions that were like $1.50 or $2.50, I can't remember, and they were selling 1 million copies, and Star Wars did a lot to bail Marvel out at a time when Marvel's future was looking bleak.